Alright guys, welcome back to the Outer Worlds. And man, this game's awesome. Let's go ahead and talk to Edna.
Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable I can hardly even concentrate. Junlei better hurry up with those damn repairs already.
Okay, you didn't have much to say. Before we go in there, let's go ahead and search the place, workbench. Oh, there it is, okay. So did I pick anything? Oh wow, I got a lot of pistols. Shears, Spacer's Choice. We'll see what they look like in our hands. Yeah, we don't have the rifle on us right now. Let's see, anything? I have a lot of these. This one's pristine. That's the one I'm using. We'll get rid of one. And we get rid of one of these. Do we need this? I don't know. We'll see later.
Where the hell have you been, Private? You've missed 3 shifts without notice.
I was
Private
fixing that
Taylor.
toilet you sent me to repair. The one above the Lost Hope?
Who are
That
you
was
talking
days
to?
ago.
Oh, I guess that guy.
Fucking door. Suppose it's
Oh,
time
that's
to
the guy who helps.
reevaluate my career goals.
Watch out something doesn't explode in your face.
Alright, that one's sealed. Bones and gears don't mix. Worker injuries affect our bottom line. Use caution when operating heavy machinery. Yeah, usually they don't. Alright, not much down here. Stuff I'd like to steal but can't.
Thought there'd be more machinery.
Vortex
Must be
mace.
housed on a sub-level.
Spent all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn though.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go through the terminal before we talk to her. Let's see, daily checklist. Radiator temp, plumbing overflow, life support crew, morale, scheduled landings, checklist maintenance, brush teeth. You can do this, Junlei. Personal files. Back boys. More complaints about the state of the bay, of back bays. I already told the Mardits they're free to flush out McRed and his outlaws. They're so knotted up seeking warrants and paper justifications that they want someone else to solve all their problems off the record. Sorry boys, not my job. Promenade status. Morale has dipped 18% since Martin Callahan showed up. It's that damn mask. Found another listening device in my office. Thing was the size of a toss ball with a cord leading all the way back to sublight. Subtle as always, Lilia. Could have sworn the auto-mechanical chef arrived with a company tech. No record of the guy leaving the station. We'll have to look into it. Sprat infestation at the rest and go is getting out of hand. Ethel better not be ranching those critters again, or I swear by law, I'll airlock her stall. Messages from you, Bedford. Subject, my dear lady. To Tennyson J. The implications of your accusations cause my breath to hitch in my throat. I am certain that we can arrive at an agreeable understanding for what is a board liaison, if not a facilitator of handshakes between great powers, much like the board and yourself. When you do decide to return to the negotiations table, consider once again the embassy expansion plans I laid out. Gestures of good faith do not go unpaid. Udon Bedford, certified liaison. To you, Bedford, from Tennyson J, subject obstructionist. The board rejected my request for new radiator parts again, even after I greased their wheels with some targeted donations. Funny thing, when I used my admin privilege to survey the outgoing comms, I noticed some activity from your office. You chose your words carefully, but I plucked a juicy phrase from the transcript. Let the frog boil a while longer. And now I have no radiator parts. You're playing with our lives. Did they install you on my ship just to get under my skin? Or are you pulling this shit for fun, JT?
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
I'm captain of the Unreliable, though my ship's a bit grounded at the moment.
I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help.
No one can know
It
my
gave the
name.
bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'll do whatever I can to help you keep the peace.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Once I get out of impound, I'm bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Parvati, you want to talk to Junlei? Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
No need to be so formal, Parvati. Nudge Parvati to continue.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Silently encourage Parvati.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Whisper. Nice job, Parvati.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship
I like
begging for my
Parvati.
attention.
It seems kind of warm in here. What's going on?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Why didn't fix them yet?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Is there no room for compromise?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
You need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Got it. I'll take care of the back bays. Am I supposed to know where that is? How do you know the part's still there? Got it. I'll take care of that right now.
Hold on. There's something you should know before you go charging off. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
You can't get these parts. Couldn't we try to talk it out with whoever is down there?
Those idiots are immune to reason, and they don't much care if the station melts to pieces. They're content to die last. If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I'd prefer that. But more than anything, we need those parts.
Gotcha. I'll get them for you.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Okay. Her back is turned. Oh, there's nothing to steal over here.
This is Halcyon.
I want that vortex
We
mace.
interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
But there's people
Do
watching.
you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife?
Okay, so if we look at our journal, let's see, this one we need on Roseway. Security terminal. Talking to Udam. Task, salvage in the sky. Let's see, any of these here? Most likely on Cilia. Roseway. Weapons from the void. That one we have to go back to our ship. Oh wait, isn't... Okay, that's a different thing. This is the one we want. Transition to back bays. Slices, dices, cauterizes.
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you
Captain
expecting any
MacRed.
company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Oh yeah, oh I like your weapon, boy.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames.
It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Put that down before you incinerate the entire deck. You're only getting out of this alive if you play nice. I'll persuade him.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
I'm here for some parts Junlei sent me.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew.
So can I grab that part then?
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Those parts are leaking deadly toxins. I'll just come back after you're dead. How about that?
Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
There was something else.
Lay it on me, boss. I'm good for it.
How did you end up back here?
Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile.
Sounds a lot like what happened to me.
Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank.
I saw your letter from Rizzo. Galactic mushroom sounds like a great beverage.
They rejected it again, didn't they? I thought I could take my fungus garden and go corporate, you know? Damn! Well, maybe I'm better off.
Rizzo's wouldn't know innovation if it bit him on their backsides. You're a natural inventor, Mr. MacRed. Don't let him get you down.
Kind of you to say, engine gal. You're a lighter in dark times. You can come and go in my little kingdom. Just try not to piss off any of the gestures.
Sir, I would love to have your gun.
Unexpected noise identified.
Oh shit, I didn't know
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing at all.
You're free to go.
Damn it, I wish I hadn't done that now because I lost those things. Okay, it's over there. Let's look at the place art. Who's... No one's really looking.
He's coming.
Oh fuck. Well, we're killing him. Whoa. Okay, we just we died really fast. Prefabricated living just like home. Step 1, 2, and 3. Taste the freedom. Spacer's choice. Oh damn it, do we have to go all the way? Damn it. We gotta go all the way to that dialogue again. Oh.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above.
I
approaches
accidentally
our
hit the
realm.
trigger.
Back away now, or you'll part. Look at.
Alright.
You can.
That's...
You don't. Under its. You. Lay it on. That- They were. You can come.
Okay. Outlaw. That's what they are.
Smells kind of like old bus's telephone pipes.
What is this thing? At least we can take, like... stuff that, is off of dead things.
Does everyone get branded when they join McRed's crew?
Price is canvas now that it's home to an original McRed.
I guess we got another complaint. People don't like worms in their shrooms.
Aw, they're just tilling the soil.
So these are the mushrooms that they grow.
Find a new friend. This worm fixation is screwing with her bottom line.
Oh, there's a sniper up here. Squad leader. Oh, plasma cutter. If this squad leader would just turn the hell around. Oh wait, well we have a combat drone that I think just stares at you. Junior mycologist log. When I settled on Groundbreaker, I thought this would be my gateway to the stars, the beginning of my epic tale as a spacer. Now I grow shrooms for a bunch of outlaws, not even for selling. They just eat the damn things by the handful. Some of the crew have been tripping for weeks. Suppose it could be worse. Head of a sublight contractor who got dissolved in chemicals and flushed down waste treatment for stealing from Lilia. Now McRed, he's always happy to see me. Calls me his fungus lad. Update, McRed just set a man on fire for having his laces undone. Shit, shit, shit. Maybe I need to be more careful about what I'm growing. Ought to find something that calms him down. Time to experiment. Interesting. So, who ate my lunch? What? Why is this written everywhere?
You get that automech patch? McRed wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What are you thinking? It hasn't got a heart? Not like us.
So we could try and kill everybody. And there'd be no consequences. Okay, so that's what was in here. No, guys, we aren't coming in here. Alright, before we go up there, let's continue over here. Whew. It's hard to tell where their vision is. Whoa. Can I have that?
It's so cozy.
Nobody sees a thing. Okay, so none of this actually does anything. I don't see how stealing from these guys would be that bad anyway. They're, well, I mean, they see it's bad, but... The hell? Private Letty Dixon? Outlaw. Outlaw. Outlaw, okay. I would like this. Petey.
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. It may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow.
What brings you to the back bays?
Junlei sent me down to collect the parts we need to fix the radiators. McRed got me all distracted sucking fumes and talking about the cosmos.
Youth these days have no principles.
I can't tell if you brought friends or if I'm still seeing things, so maybe I ought to lay off the fumes and head back to work.
I came to grab some radio parts. Engineering could use your help installing them.
I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
Oh, okay. She just leaves. Alright. Well, if you specifically could turn around, I don't know if you can see me. I would like this, Pet Petey thing, sir, so turn the hell around. Turn around, please.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Damn it. I'll pay you 34 bits to look the other way.
All right. Graham.
That's fine, I'll pay 34 bits for that. I don't know what it is, but I want it. It's not health. Oh, it was just junk. A bite-sized guardian. This might look nice in one of the... Oh, okay. I thought that's what it was, that's why I wanted it. Hey guys, I didn't steal anything.
Gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been tripping for days.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he.
Oh, why the hell? That's weird.
Bullshit.
Wake up. There's no such thing as...
Why are there so many different ways into the same place that are like literally right next to it? Nothing much here, to be honest. Oh. I got confused for a second.
This place is falling apart.
Can't spell groundbreaker.
Fantastic, we got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
Talk to Junlei about the parts. Better than nature. No.
This is Halcyon News.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
Yeah, well, you know. I got the parts for the radiators. What now?
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Okay. I'll make my way down there. Define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
I'll make my way down there.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
I don't know if she's got a crush on her or what. She's just super nervous.
Really in jail, Mr. Max? And you're our vicar?
Yes, but as I've repeatedly said, I was assigned there as a vicar.
I had no
was
idea
not
that
a
elevator was there.
I just can't believe you'd lie.
I was not lying. It had no bearing on my ability to minister to my flock, and was therefore not worth mentioning.
I couldn't hear a thing she was saying.
Nice one!
Alright, good melee time, I guess. I don't know what this last one is.
Incoming.
Where the hell is it? Oh, it might be up there. Yep. Come here, Mandapillier.
Skills are unrivaled.
Alright, let's check this out. Archive logs and transmissions. Arrival confirmation. To HHB Earth HQ transmitted via probe. Archived at source. It is my honor to report that Groundbreaker has successfully arrived at the Lagrange point, having released our cargo of prefab housing, settlers, and supplies that at their intended colony worlds. May they prosper and expand. Now that stages 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent trading post, repair stop, and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I closed this transmission without sending my hopes and best wishes back to Earth. There's so much ahead of us, but we'll never forget what we left behind. Chief Geiling. A stern reminder. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. It wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Spacer's Choice logo stamped on my ass. It wasn't to nickel and dime passing ships out of their last bit. Groundbreaker has a role in the success or failure of Halcyon's corporate entities, period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined it in writing before I ever set foot on this ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise our independence, they will answer to a Tennyson. We're a family operation. Even when the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly. Chief Guying. Return to... Oh, that's... Okay. I think the only thing oh shit, that I would need to buy in this game, as of right now, that I can see, are those damn maglocks. Because once you're locking...
Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Think fast. Shoot fast. I can always fix them later.
But yeah, as long as your lockpick skill is high enough, you can basically get anywhere if you have enough of those. Unless you just need a key card, but that's different.
Here we go.
Okay, so we have a sentry up there. You're already down, man. Come on.
Everyone all right? He took one down!
Dude, you've got good armor and... Don't go by yourself. Alright. You can't take on even one robot by yourself. Don't try. We got a bunch of robots in here. Fine, we'll just go down the regular way. Oh, it's barred, okay. Where the... Oh, okay.
Target, no target, lock.
I think I shot myself.
Target visited, target visited.
That's the last of them.
Alright, let's unbar this.
That's the terminal. I have the parts
I know where it is.
Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps.
Let's go to the logs first. Cobbled together. The staff is getting restless. Workaround and half-cocked solutions are all we've gone to mend Groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. I'll take that bet, JT. Old plans, new problem. Found some of Chief Guying's old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing because she spent half of her career patching it up. A lot of corners cut when they put this place together. Among her papers, I also found the layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docks. Something that might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. I hate to put sentiment down in print, but every time I open a panel or find some workaround in the guts of this old bird, it's like I can feel you reaching out for me from the past, Grandma.
are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Alright. Oh, wait. There we go. So guys, how small do you want to be?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your...
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Waters goggles and 3,000 bits. Groundbreaker reputation increased. What's it like being a command around here?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
This ship is a family business. Pavarti could always help you shoulder the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
This ship is a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gang, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Was it a big change, that transition to command?
It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Where's the self-destruct mechanism? What? Are you a little young to be trained, training a successor?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when. You've got my attention.
You don't have a lot of faith in the board.
You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
How do you keep the board at a safe distance?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention.
Okay, so that one is completed. Pavarti, I don't want you to leave. Shit. Okay. Captain Iran is most likely somewhere on Skilla. Go find him and make sure he is okay. That's not on here, right? 232. That's at the... My guess is that's at the ship. Oh, all the floors and stuff. But I can't change floors. Alright, let's just go to... Gain access to Stellar Bay. Nav key from Gladys. We need to talk to Gladys again because I can't quite remember what the hell she wanted. Whoops. Where was she?
C&P, I can't believe it's not yours. It's unbelievable how good it is.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
I want to talk to you about that opportunity you mentioned.
Yes, dearie?
What did you want me to do again?
Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from. And
Okay.
ferret out some tasty corporate secrets for old Gladys. Shouldn't be too tough for a fella like you, I'd think. Anytime, sweetheart.
Okay, so hers goes somewhere else. The cleaning machine. Drinking sapphire wine. That's return to unreliable. That's rosewood. That's him. Okay, we can do that one. Okay, yeah, let's go to Udam. That's the one place we haven't gone yet.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
You'd think the board and its agents would be more content, sitting at the top of the system's food chain as they are.
Requires Udon Bedford's passcode to unlock.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Alex is dead. I guess we could just straightforward. Alex is dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yep, he sure did.
Ah, that's just like him.
Make him happy, you know.
Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
Well, no. He died in an escape pod accident. Trust me, you don't want to know. Escape pod accidents. He was eaten alive by feral canids. I'll tell him the truth.
Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
Again, I'm very sorry. Can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship.
Oh.
I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony.
Ooh.
Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
So maybe Alex wasn't a great guy. Why is the board so interested in Wells anyway?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Why do you think I'd know anything? I know where to find him. Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's... well, it's my white whale, I suppose.
I can't tell you where Wells is.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
I'm here about Jessie Doyle. I want her debt settled.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
She's worth more alive than dead. Put her under an indenture contract.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
She's hiding in sickbay. Way I see it, she doesn't have much choice. None, I suppose, but if she doesn't show up for work, kill her like you planned, to avoid assassination, I'm sure she'll prefer work.
You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Wanted to ask you something else.
Be my guest.
What do you do here exactly? I wish now I wouldn't have done that.
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
Big fish in a small space station. Nice setup. That doesn't answer my question.
I send a lot of messages. Sometimes I read them. Every once in a while, I'll impound a ship if I want to feel alive.
Can you get me to Stellar Bay? What are those locked doors in the back?
A luxury stateroom reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Does the chairman visit here often?
Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
Why are there armed guards in here?
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course.
To watch your back, you mean?
Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign.
You keep calling offices on the promenade benign.
When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care.
Has it gotten less stiflingly hot in here lately?
You refer to the radiator issue? Oh, goodness, it was dreadful. I was sweating constantly. Chief Tennyson certainly did take her time resolving it.
I fixed it, actually. Wasn't the whole overheating problem your fault to begin with?
Gracious, no. I can't imagine what gave you that idea. I only facilitated communication between the board and Chief Tennyson. It's not my fault she was stubborn. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
She did everything she could. It was your people's fault, not Junlei's.
My, aren't you, excitable.
Don't talk to her that way.
Oh, sweetie. I don't owe a grease-stained wrench jockey like her the time of day, let alone my deference.
Take it back. Now.
I'm sorry, my temper got away from me. Please accept my sincerest apologies to you and your friend.
Does that work for you, Pavarti?
Oh, I'm not used to folks saying sorry. It's not all right exactly, but I appreciate the apology, I guess.
Well, now that that's dealt with, was there anything else you wanted to discuss?
Can you get me to Stellar Bay?
Good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
So, no?
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
No. Would have done it. You didn't have to crack open a thesaurus.
Best to be clear, I believe. Ask away.
I know where to find. We're leaving. Oh, level up. Let's see. Oh, these are all at 50 and 55. Okay, so let's get this stuff all to 50 as well. Let's see. And then I would like stealth up as well. To 50. Because of the... yeah, I need a lockpick. There we go. And that's down just because of our armor, yeah.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you?
So... Gladys is willing to sell you a nav key to celebrate for 10,000 bits. Gladys offered you a job investigating a distress signal on Terra 2. Mentioned that Junlei, Tennyson, the Groundbreaker's captain, is always willing to put available captains to work. You can also check the bounty board and the docking bay for work. Okay, there's a bounty board as well. Weapons from the board, void, distress signal. For some reason... Okay. Let's go talk to Ellie. Is my armor messed up or something? 62%, not bad, but I guess we'll repair it. Oh, we can't just repair this? Oh, that's all we have, so... Alright guys, so what we're gonna do is end it here. And when we come back,
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square
we're
a
gonna
debt.
talk to Ellie
That ought to make you smile for once,
and see if everything is okay with all of this. So
being even. Except being right. That's nice too.
yes, it is. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.